Well, good morning and welcome back to Cityline. With me is someone I don't get to see enough of, and every time I do, if you're anywhere in public and you hear a whoop and you see a hug, you know it's Amanda Westbrook hugging Joe Leroy, who is the president and CEO of HopeSparks Family Services. Welcome back to Cityline.
Thank you.
You are a year older, as in HopeSparks is 130 years old.
We'll be 130 years old this year.
Because you look marvelous. You don't
Thank
look
you. I have not been there the whole time.
Excuse me.
I have not been there the whole time.
I love
But
that.
it's a wonderful milestone for the organization.
So yes, I mean, congratulations. So help us understand the brief history, how this organization, I always love the name, HopeSparks. It just is such a visual. How it was founded, and then what has its journey been over the years?
Yeah, we've been HopeSparks Family Services officially since 2009. Our intention is not to change that anytime soon, but we've been around since 1895. I think like many nonprofits, they begin with concerned people who want to make a change.
Right.
And in our case, that was the citizens of Tacoma who said we need to do better and help folks meet just the basic needs. And that's how we started, as a basic needs organization. It evolved to becoming a mental health focused organization through the years, providing counseling and support. Fast forward, you can actually visit our whole historical timeline on our website if you'd like to do that.
Good for you.
It's there and you can see all the milestones, but really focusing on kids and families as we have evolved, becoming more of a full service family serving organization. I like to say today we are both a community mental health organization and a family service organization.
Thank you.
We're providing services in the home, the community, and the clinic through a variety of ways.
So when you talk about those services, give me an example of just a small service, like I'll let you be the example, or you'll pick one, and then a huge wraparound service. I want folks to understand the disparity and the vastness of what you cover.
Yeah, it's a good question. And a lot of people who have gotten to know us over the years don't realize the breadth of services that we provide.
Yes.
Most people know us as a mental health organization or this particular organization. I think we've done a much better job of telling our story over the years as being a family service organization and what that means. But we have, for example, we run the Relatives Raising Children and Kinship Navigation Program for Pierce County. 1 in 11 kids in our county is raised by a non-biological parent. That's a huge number.
Wow.
How do we support relative and kinship caregivers? All the way to, we're the largest provider of early intervention services in Pierce County for kids birth to 3 who are impacted by developmental disability. That's our largest program. A lot of people don't know that or are learning that about us. Yeah. So I think what we've done well is really braiding together all of those services to think about the whole child, whole family, and how are we meeting all the needs of kids.
And oh my goodness, I mean, as change doesn't always announce itself in society in time for an organization to react to it. And I am sure there probably were moments when you saw these milestones or you saw the need, but you were running to catch up. Did that happen in that 130 years?
That's a great question. I think our team is amazingly innovative, and I like to say that we're often ahead. Trying to stay ahead, sometimes too far ahead. Sometimes policies and things don't catch up to innovators fast enough.
They don't.
And that's actually a problem. And so you can be innovative, but not too innovative sometimes. But I think our team's amazing at staying ahead of trends, upcoming things that are changing in policy and landscape for kids. And I think we've been pretty incredible actually staying out in front of a lot of things. And I think a lot of people in the community see us as a leader because of that.
Well, they do. And I want to bring up an example of what you just said, which reinforces that you are a leader and people understand a timeline on your website. A timeline is just the essence of transparency. It's like, this is who we are. If I were to do a timeline of my life, I would have to get vulnerable and show you different things that happened to me. And there's nowhere to hide on a timeline. So as you reflect on those 130 years, and we look at that timeline, and we've been showing the website below your face here, what are your biggest goals and hopes for the next 130 years?
Well, we have become really focused on building prevention services for kids.
Okay.
Our hopes and dreams for kids is that families don't need to go to the emergency room or call the crisis line to get what they need.
Okay.
So our intentional focus, and I would say the biggest shift for us over the years has been becoming a more prevention-focused organization. How do we get upstream as far as possible? How do kids and families have what they need as early in life as possible? That's been the biggest focus for us as we continue to grow and shift.
And you've got some pictures up here. Comforters Quilt.
These are our amazing volunteers. Another one of our programs is our Hope's Closet, which is our basic needs boutique.
I know those people.
It's actually a store where families shop at no charge. It's a very dignified shopping experience. It's 100% unfunded and it's 100% volunteer run. We have thousands and thousands, actually almost 50,000 items a year go out through Hope's Closet, and that doesn't happen without the great folks that you're seeing here. So many businesses involved, so many individuals involved. We have officially launched a volunteer program in our Hope's Closet, so you can go online, click volunteer, see what's available, see the shifts and times that you can get involved in our closet, start the volunteer process.
Wow.
And it's just growing and growing and growing and growing. We serve over about almost 4,000 families a year just through our basic needs program and almost 50,000 items. That's all volunteer run.
So let me reflect back to you what I heard you saying. This volunteer portion of HopeSparks on the website will tell everything you need to know about what they need, what they're working on, and how you can help.
You can go and click volunteer, sign up, and we'll get you going right away.
My goodness.
Yeah.
And I didn't know that side of HopeSparks, because now I'm thinking, okay, I'm starting to go through a lot of my stuff, getting ready for spring. Cross
give it
your
to
fingers.
us. We'll take it. Yeah, and you know, our services for so long were very highly confidential services, mental health services for kids. There wasn't a lot of ways for people to really plug in and really get their hands on the mission in a sense. Our Hope's Closet really changed that for us. So since about 2012, the closet has existed. And then really over the last decade, we've really focused on really growing that volunteer program because we want folks to be able to get involved.
Absolutely.
Give people a place to land when they connect with your mission is what we say.
Okay, so speaking of people who have connected with your mission, who do you need to thank for all this 130 years of goodness?
There's so many people. All of our donors, supporters, volunteers. This is a people first business, people first organization, right? People run nonprofit organizations. They're the heart and soul of it all. So our team members, our families that we serve also get involved with us. They volunteer with us. But we couldn't do without we do with our amazing supporters, funders, foundation supporters. It does take a village.
And we were showing some events that are coming up that can be accessed on the website. And you've got some walks coming up, and you also have a huge fundraiser, which is wildly successful. Thank you for being here today.
Thank you for having me.
My pleasure. I want you back on sooner than later.
I'm coming back in September. I already talked to you.
Excellent. All right. We're going to play some musical chairs. We'll be right back after that game ends.